Have you ever felt like the biggest battles you face are happening inside your own mind? The doubts, fears, overthinking, and endless self-criticism. These aren't just thoughts. They're barriers holding you back from the life you could be living. What if I told you that ancient Stoic philosophers, people who lived thousands of years ago, had already mastered the tools to conquer these internal struggles? Tools that could help you not just survive your battles, but win them decisively. Today, you're going to learn how your mind is your greatest enemy and how you can turn it into your strongest ally. But here's the twist. The most powerful teaching is hidden at the end of this video. It's the ultimate lesson, the one that ties everything together. So stick with me until the final moments, and I promise it will be worth every second of your time. Most people think their challenges are external, money, relationships, circumstances. But the truth, the real battlefield, is in your mind. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor of Rome, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." It's not what happens to you that defines your life. It's how you respond to it. Think about that. How much energy have you wasted fighting battles that didn't matter while ignoring the war within? That voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that others are better than you, is your inner critic. Stoicism teaches us to separate ourselves from this voice. Epictetus, another great Stoic, emphasized that we are not our thoughts. We are the observers of our thoughts. Next time you hear that voice, instead of believing it, step back and ask, is this true, or is this just fear talking? Your mind loves to magnify problems, making small issues feel like insurmountable mountains. The Stoics taught us to zoom out. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Pause and reflect. Is the problem as big as your mind is making it? Often, when you shift your perspective, the problem shrinks and solutions become visible. Here's a hard truth. Most of what you stress about is completely outside your control. Traffic, the weather, other people's opinions, none of these are within your power. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Focus only on what you can control, your actions, your choices, and your attitude. This single shift can free you from so much unnecessary suffering." Your emotions aren't your enemies. They're signals. Anger, fear, sadness, each one carries a message. The Stoics didn't teach us to suppress emotions, but to understand them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Use it as a guide, not a master. Overthinking is like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Epictetus warned against getting lost in mental spirals, saying, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Focus on action instead of endless thought." When you're caught in a loop of overthinking, remind yourself, clarity comes from doing, not thinking. Take one small step forward, no matter how uncertain you feel. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity. Seneca advised practicing gratitude daily, not just for the big things, but for the small joys we often overlook. Are you alive? Healthy? Do you have food and shelter? Recognizing these gifts shifts your mind from scarcity to abundance. Try this. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, you'll notice your mindset changing. One of the most transformative Stoic lessons is that obstacles are not barriers, they're opportunities. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think about the last time you faced a challenge. Did it teach you resilience? Did it push you to grow? Reframe your struggles as stepping stones, not setbacks. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is enduring. The Stoics understood that waiting for inspiration is a trap. Discipline, on the other hand, is a skill you build over time. Create routines, stick to them, and let consistency be your guide. As Seneca put it, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It may sound grim, but reflecting on your mortality is one of the most powerful Stoic practices. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Life is finite, and every moment matters. Use this awareness to prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. We hold on to so much: resentments, regrets, people who no longer serve us. But the Stoics taught us that clinging to the past or trying to control the future only creates suffering. Epictetus said, "He who is not satisfied with what he has would not be satisfied with what he would like to have." Letting go is not about giving up. It's about freeing yourself from what weighs you down. In a noisy world, silence is a superpower. Seneca observed, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Taking time for quiet reflection allows you to hear your inner voice and make intentional decisions. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause. Silence gives you the clarity to act with purpose. Your mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger with use. Just as physical exercise builds resilience in the body, mental exercise builds resilience in your thoughts. Journaling, meditation, or even simply questioning your beliefs can sharpen your mental strength. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Comparison is the thief of joy. The Stoics emphasize focusing on your own path instead of envying others. Epictetus taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Your journey is unique, and comparing it to someone else's only distracts you from your goals. Complacency is the silent killer of growth. Marcus Aurelius warned, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one." It's easy to settle for mediocrity, but the Stoics urge us to strive for excellence daily. Push yourself beyond your comfort zone and embrace challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. The Stoics believed failure is not the end, it's a lesson. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Instead of fearing failure, learn to embrace it as a chance to improve. Each setback is a stepping stone toward mastery if you're willing to learn from it. In an era of instant gratification, patience is a rare virtue. The Stoics valued patience as a form of strength. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." Whether you're building a skill, a career, or a relationship, patience allows you to endure and succeed where others give up. Stoicism teaches us to focus on effort, not outcomes. You can control your actions, but not the results. Marcus Aurelius said, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." By letting go of attachment to results, you free yourself from unnecessary anxiety. Taking the first step is often the hardest. Fear of the unknown holds many people back, but the Stoics remind us that courage is not the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Seneca said, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." Don't wait for the perfect moment, start now. Consistency is more powerful than perfection. Epictetus advised, "Small but consistent actions build great character." Whether you're learning a new skill or breaking a bad habit, steady effort over time leads to meaningful results. The Stoics believed in practicing premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This isn't about being pessimistic, it's about preparing for life's challenges so they don't catch you off guard. Visualize potential obstacles and think of how you would overcome them. This mental rehearsal builds resilience. Life often becomes complicated because we make it so. The Stoics valued simplicity as a path to peace. Marcus Aurelius advised, If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Simplify your actions and intentions, and you'll find greater clarity and focus. Forgiveness is not about excusing others. It's about freeing yourself from resentment. Seneca wrote, "A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." Holding on to grudges weighs you down. Releasing them liberates your mind and heart. The Stoics encourage daily reflection as a tool for growth. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? What can I do better tomorrow? Marcus Aurelius used his journal to refine his thoughts and actions, and you can do the same to cultivate self-awareness. Living without purpose leads to aimlessness and dissatisfaction. The Stoics urged us to define our purpose and align our actions with it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse toward are wasting their time, even when hard at work." Ask yourself, what is my purpose? Let that guide your decisions and actions. Impulses can derail even the best intentions. Stoics believed in mastering one's impulses through self-control. Seneca advised, "If you wish to be loved, love." Before reacting emotionally, take a breath, pause, and choose a response aligned with your values. This practice prevents regret and strengthens your character. Everything in life is temporary: joys, sorrows, achievements, and failures. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change." Embracing impermanence allows you to appreciate the present moment and let go of what no longer serves you. Hasty decisions often lead to regret. The Stoics practiced deliberation, taking time to weigh options before acting. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." The next time you face a choice, slow down and consider the long-term consequences. True joy doesn't come from material wealth or status. It comes from appreciating life's simple pleasures. Seneca encouraged finding happiness in things like nature, meaningful conversations, or a moment of peace. Gratitude for these small joys can transform your perspective on life.